Hello, Sagittarius. It is February 19th, 2026. I was gonna go to bed and then I got fired up. My fucking nephew. Fucking, he's pissing me off. I don't think about it. I saged to try to get that energy off. I hate when people neglect animals. It is. I said a few threats. I said I'm checking in on in a couple hours. But I hate when dogs are kennelled. They're way too fucking long. And he doesn't pay rent. I'll just tell you guys my story because I need a vent. He does not pay rent at my sister's house. He is like 20, 21. Like, get the fuck out. Go get your own fucking place. So he doesn't pay rent. He lives off his mom. He saves all his money. And he spends on himself. Anyways, he got a new girlfriend recently. And now suddenly, he doesn't want to stay at home. He's always running off to her house. So I had a bad feeling that when my sister leaves for her week, that these dogs weren't getting watched. So I just went and drove all the way across town and the other town. And then, oops. Why is this one even in here? So anyway, I drove all the way across town to go check on these fucking dogs. And he wasn't there, which is fine. Maybe he's at his girlfriend's, maybe he goes there. But sure enough, they were in their kennels. Like, they're in there all day. Other than, like, they get let out to pee at lunch. And so at nighttime, like, let them out of the fucking kennel. And just keep them in there. If you're not going to be home, like, they need to fucking move. So anyways, I went over there. He wasn't there. I fucking blew up. And yeah, now I'm the bad guy in the family. Well, they just sat back. They don't want to upset him, where I don't give a shit. I will speak my truth, and I don't fucking care if it offends you. Oh, I had offended him. He's like, oh, why don't you take those dogs if it offends you? I said, how about you pay rent? And with that money, my sister can get a sitter for that week that you can't stay at home and watch them suddenly. And she can take that money and pay somebody now. You know, the rent. Or just move out. Like, it's that simple. Living off her. Anyway. So he left the family group chat. I said some bullshit by speaking my truth. But I don't have any regrets. And I got my parents checking on him later to make sure he went home. And I told him I've been checking on him every single fucking day. He's like, why don't you take them? Well, no, this is your responsibility. This is your rent. So, kiss my ass. Oh, God. I think I need more sage. So, sorry for that rant. Anyways, what do we got for Sagittarius? They'll be back, but it's in reverse, so no, they won't. They ain't coming back. One more. What else we got? Something tried to pop there. I don't know if not. We'll just... Okay. If you're not coming back, you're moving on. It's not time for a pet. Intimacy. Sexual chemistry. Get a new pet. No. Not right now. Something's going on. Maybe you want a pet, but right now's not the right time. You're moving on from someone. Maybe so I don't know what the intimacy's here. All right, who's not coming back? Oh, somebody cut off. But it looks like it could be an air sign female too. All right, so that's Aquarius, Libra. Oh my goodness, and Gemini. I'm calming down. Holy fuck, I was fired up. I tried to do reading earlier. I was too tired. Now I'm just wired. Adrenaline is fighting. But at least I know those dogs will be okay. You made a decision out and you're coming out of a tower. You're not going back to this person. You either cut people off. Wow. Ah, goodness. Like my Snoopy pants. Anyway. Jeez. You cut someone off. Long story short, you cut someone off. You went through a tower. You're coming out of it. You weren't too sure what to do. But you made a decision. Maybe you weren't seeing something for what it was. You avoided a tower, or you're coming out of a tower. It could be with a female air sign that had you in your head not too sure which way to go. But you're coming out of this. Intimacy, sexual chemistry. What is this? Reminiscing. Oh, someone from your past. Some intimacy is either dead or someone that you had an ending with is reminiscing about your guys' sexual stuff. One more. Oh yeah, and they're watching you. Why is it not a good time for a pet? Getting a new pet. You're going to get some communication about something. Someone rushing in to say something. Why is a pet? Why I don't get why the pets are involved. I just want to see someone from your past you let go of. Why is pets? Giving a current pet more love. Maybe it's me getting this. Maybe this is me getting all excited about that fucking about that dog here. I'm rushing in like fucking lunatic to have something to say because of the pets. You know, there's some sort of communication over pets with somebody from the past. Maybe you guys are talking over a pet. So I'm thinking maybe you cut someone off and there's something going on with pets. And they want to fight. Someone from your past you let go of wants to talk about pets. They're reminiscing about your sexual chemistry. But you're moving on. What do we need to know about this move on? Yeah, you're getting balanced. Why is healing in reverse? Oh my goodness. You might have been in financial lack. Maybe you're trying to get balance. And love into a situation. I don't fucking know. Maybe so. Maybe you're coming into balance again. Maybe someone in financial lack isn't doing their healing. That's what I'm getting. Could be a woman though. Who is this Queen of Cups? I feel like you are this Queen of Cups. Maybe you're still being loving. Yeah, you're still giving to people. And being loving to people that are in financial lack, that aren't doing their healing. But you need to move on from this. They just want to cause conflict in your life. So you're all about love and giving and give, but you can't be always giving because you need to have balance. And someone's in financial lack and they just want you to always give to them. And then they bully you or fucking want to cause conflict in your life. So you need to move on from these people. I don't know what's going on with these pets. I feel like someone's going to come rushing in about these pets. Maybe you had a pet with someone. You guys are fighting over it. But you're moving on. Someone's fantasizing about you. You cut people off after not knowing what to do. Or maybe you cut off an air sign female. And you're like, you weren't too sure what to do with them. But they're not coming back and you went through a tower. Okay. What other ones do I want today? I don't fucking know. I get sick of a lot of these cards. So I'm going to the Les Vampires. Le Vampire. There, what do we got for all this situation? What the hell's going on here? Okay. Try that again. Okay. Hunter in reverse. Aggressor, tracker, provider. In reverse. Number 32. What? Number 32. Oh, I get it. Oh, boy. 32. There is a belief that in order to have what we feel we need or want or desire or told we must have, we must track it, hunt it, and sometimes kill it. For the hunter does not simply follow and make a friend of the creature it wishes to have. It must kill it in order for it to be satisfied. There's a part of you that feels this falsehood, that in order to become something, that there must be a death, of which you will be the cause. That there's I hate those cards. They talk fucking funny. That there is completion and need, and then you can only have what you long for if someone else can no longer have it. And we've come to you to say that even though we who are unnatural world greatest hunters need not kill. Like, fucking talk right. There's always a way to find what we need without taking it from another. There is within you now an urge to win in a competition where you feel there might be the only survivor. But there are other ways through the goal you desire. You can find what you want deep within. There's also truth in the word hunter. For you live each day, something must die. Be it food on a table or the produce that has become your walls and home you live in. Energy is given up form to become another. Everything transforms, but which you seek now. The hunt needs to go within. The chase must be part of your character, which when hunted down and integrated, will give you what you lack in order to create what you need. You need to become the hunter of the hidden parts of your own self, of the courage you feel you lack and the opportunity you believe you do not have given. Oh my God, this is just going on. I'm spacing out. I hate these cards. Working with this card. Curse. It was in reverse, so it's curse. There's always the potential the hunter can become ruthless. You can maintain discipline by focusing on what you seek and refuse to be distracted by the power for power's sake. So maybe you're becoming ruthless. Maybe that's me with these fucking, look at it. It's not me. Yeah. Being disciplined by focusing on what it is you seek. I don't know. What a stupid fucking card. I'm not listening to that one. So take whatever you want out of that. I spaced that out. I think it's time for me to shut this down. Okay, what else can we pull here? What's this they'll be back bullshit with this? Queen of Swords. Fuck off. Well, I'm just in a fiery mood today. What do we got here? Yeah, you're done having empathy, and you need to focus on serving others. You cut people off. Maybe you try to help them too much, and they were just taking from you because you're an empath. And people just want you to give. So you gave them the fucking sword. Look at all these swords. Sword. Not too sure which way to cut them. But anyway. Okay, intimacy. Why is this here? So someone's watching you. They're still fantasizing. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So you went through some sort of challenge. And you ended something. Pets. What is going on with these fucking pets? Someone come rushing in from the past about a pet? Maybe it's telling you not to get a pet. I don't know. Aw, friendship. I understand a friend is in my life for a reason. That's a pet. Maybe you have a pet that passed. And it's trying to communicate with you. Maybe you're not accepting this change. Maybe they passed on. And they're trying to communicate with you. They're your friend. Aww. Maybe one of you guys had a loved one, or a loved one, I guess. A pet that passed. And it's rushing in trying to communicate with you because it's a friend. And you're not accepting this change. Move on. It's telling you to heal. Just kidding. Move on from who? What is this? You need to forgive. It's blocking your growth. So you have to be patient. Do your healing. Heal your finances. Try to get back into balance. Don't give to people that just want to. They just take from you and want to cause conflict. They want to stop your growth. Forgive them and move on. So that's what I'm getting with a lot of these. Alright, well, let's pull from my big deck. One's probably spaced out trying to fucking read these ones too. I don't even know where they are. Alright, getting done. I'm fucking right in front of my face here. I wanted to pull one more here. What about this pets? One more. I feel like grief is gonna come out. No, maybe not. Grief came out. You can't make this shit up. I had a feeling. So this is a pet that passed on. They try to communicate with you. They're telling you to try to focus on the lighter side of life. Like, which is funny this came up because today is my dog's 1 year since he passed. So today's been a rough day, and that's why maybe I'm excited about my sister's. But that I find it fucked up that this pet comes out and grief, and then it says a friendship, and then the communication, like the rushing in to try to communicate. Yeah, it's telling you to have, your pet is telling you to have courage and focus on your creative aspects. They're trying to communicate with you and guide you. Maybe they're one of your guides now. So somebody's got a lot. This isn't for everyone, but somebody's got a pet that is a friendship. They're trying to communicate with you. They're trying to tell you to lighten up and have courage. Focus on your goals, your creative aspect. It's telling your pet's telling you this. I sound crazy. Somebody, and then you have somebody else that's reminiscing about your fucking sexual shit. Then you got over here, you got someone you cut off. Maybe you're being empathic to them, so you stop being so empathic and you cut them off. I feel good when I help others. Maybe you try to help them and always end up in conflict. And you try to help them and it never made you feel good because they just took and argued with you. Maybe they were in competition with you or something. Jealous of what you have. You have something that can service people. So I think they came to you, but then they didn't appreciate your gifts anyways, yet they're the ones coming towards you. You always had empathy for them, and you always feel good when you can help others, but you said fuck this, you had enough. You cut them off. They're not coming back. You went through a tower, you're coming out of that now with this person, possibly a female, or you're the female. Take it as it resonates. Then you got someone over here that's reminiscing about you. Then you got a pet trying to communicate with you. And then over here, it's telling you to move on and do your healing. Forgive, because it's stunting your growth. Forgive people that always trying to cause you conflict and just want you to give and give. Yeah, somebody just wants you to give to them because they're in financial lack. You got to heal And they're not doing the healing. They just want to stop yours. Just forgive them and move on. There's someone over here that wants conflict. They just want to fight with you. They want you to give to them. Look at all this. Give, give, give. Maybe it's a Libra. There's a lot of scales being balanced here. Move on from, like, I'm getting Libra now. They might be in financial lack. Maybe they want to balance something with you. Maybe they want forgiveness, but you're not giving it. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting over here is possibly a Libra. And they want to they're always causing conflict with you. And you're getting balanced now. They're not healing. And they're in financial lack. And they want your forgiveness, but they're not growing. So you got to move on, is what I'm getting for that. So you got a Libra over here, or someone that's trying to keep you, that just wants you to give. It's either Libra or somebody that wants you to give, that's not doing their healing. They want your forgiveness and all the shit, but they really want to stunt your growth and cause you conflict, so you need to move on. Then you got a pet here wanting to communicate because they're your friend. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. You're not accepting this change. You need to see the lighter side of it. Aw, I want to cry. Grief. Embrace nurse. Yeah, it's telling you to be courageous and step. So you have a pet for sure that has passed. Some of you guys, not take this. So you got a Libra over here, you got a pet over here, you got somebody that was reminiscing about your sex life here, and then you got the freaking somebody else you cut off, or again could be that same Libra. So it's an air sign too. I'm getting a lot of air energy here, but you had too much empathy. You're done being, and then you're not helping them anymore, and you're not letting them come back. So, all right, let's pull in this one last card, and then we'll be done. Oh, here we go. No, I want one card. Okay, one card, Spirit. And if a bunch come out, I didn't even get to talk. Wait, if a bunch come out, Spirit, I'm only taking the top. And let's see. Yeah, there we go. Three of Earth. Just Three of Pentacles. I do believe. I'm calming down now. I just need to get on here and do a reading. My emotions have just been everywhere today. Ambition, sowing seeds, groundwork, energy, investment, sacrifice, fertility, outcomes. Time to make preparation. Why can't I say that word? Preparation. Prepare. Fuck, man. Time to make preparations. Okay, I'm done trying to say that word. Why am I struggling? Prepared. What is going on? It's like I forgot how to read. Anyway, risking future goals, ambitions. Investment, sacrifice equals reward. A time of restriction or adversity, increased opportunity. People notice commitment and dedication. Be sure of your motives. Maintain intimacy and connection. Three of Earth represents a time of preparation. Why can't I say it? It is time to sow the seeds born. Sow the seeds born of thought, need, and desire in fertile soil. And do what is required in order to make those seeds grow. It is time for you to do the necessary groundwork. Remember, the outcome can only be equal to the investment you're willing to make in the here now. Three of Earth can symbolize a time of sacrifice in the weeks and months ahead. I just burped. There may be choices offered that appear as limitations and restrictions. While these choices might bring out the feelings of reluctance, frustration, and annoyance, put them aside and focus on what the end result will bring. The future may offer moments of diversity and hardship that make you want to give up. If you find your resolve challenged over the weeks and months ahead, know that you have hope. That all you have to hope and achieve is dependent upon your willingness to make the commitment now and then honor that commitment to the end. Do so knowing it will be noticed and respected. May even increase the opportunities that come your way, whether it be further education, new work, responsibilities, saving for a new home, building a business, and now it's time to look for the realistic, grounded options. Then get in touch with those who have the knowledge and information you require. All right, what are you willing to do in order to achieve? So yeah, you're just pretty much set goals right now. Make preparations, whatever that word is. Risk of investment, yeah. So you might have opportunities coming towards you, but do things knowing you will be noticed and respected. And then start saving for a new home, building business. So yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do right now to make the seeds grow for your future so that you can have more stability. Right now you're in a very fertile time. It's a time of sacrifice in the next few weeks and months ahead. There may be choices offered. Well, the choices may bring feelings that are frustrated and annoyed. Put them aside, focus on. So yeah, you might be having a little bit of frustration coming up in the next few weeks, months, who knows. But you need to do the groundwork to get to where you want to be later on. A stable life. Tough through it is pretty much what it's saying. I think you cut a lot of people out right now. You're meant to service people. You need to focus on your creative side. You have a gift of some sort. You lighten up. Your pet tells you to lighten up. Have courage to go towards this creative pursuit. Yeah, move on from anyone that's trying to just take and take from you. They're just bullies. They want your forgiveness, but I don't think they're giving it. They want to just, because you see that they're not healed. They're financial lack. They just want to take from you. So you need to move on from that. Don't allow people like that. I feel like it's feminine energy. That's why I'm getting Libra, because of scales. There's a lot of scales in this. And just have patience right now with yourself. And yeah, that's all I got for you, Sag. Let me know if it resonated. Please like, comment, or subscribe. It really does help me. I'm really new to this channel, so if it's your first time on here, please hit subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Plus, you can get my other readings. And if you are from here, just hit me a like or comment. It does help. Helps get me out there. I'm at, I think it was 27 subscribers. Oh, yeah. But still, getting there. Start off with what, 1? So that means I could be helping 27 people. But yeah, definitely help a girl out if you can. And hit like, comment, or subscribe. All right, bye.